Couldn't get up to the roof today to shoot this one right here, but just wanted to drop a quick message on spiritual evolution and growth and versatility and discipline. So I'm gonna start like with the versatility and discipline. This one has been inspired by Sifu Kelly Larson and my man Michael Irvin. All right, so the other day Sifu Kelly Larson wrote a post about, in your spiritual practices, sometimes you like, well, I gotta be in this place right here to meditate. I gotta be right here all the time to do this. You know, it's gotta be done the same way every time in order for me to get where I think that enlightenment looks like, or spiritual growth looks like, or where somebody else is at, or something like that. And it's not. That's not it. Like, you gotta be doing your practice and be able to carry it with you. Grandmaster Sunyata Saraswati told all of us, he said, you got to be able to practice your Tai Chi 24 hours a day. So right now I'm standing on the edge, I'm leaning, I got my arm right here, but I'm practicing my Tai Chi. My spine is straight, my breathing as I'm talking, my focus, my relax, my knees are soft bent, my shoulders are rounded. How can I take my practice with me 24 hours a day? I'm not in Atlanta, I'm in California. I just drove across the country. What did I do on a daily basis or a minute basis or an hourly basis to take my practice with me? That's for you to decide about how you're going to take your practices with you everywhere you go. And you got to concentrate. You got to be able to put your practices in situations that may not be like favorable for what other people call practice. Mine originally was, I used to sell drugs in a pool hall while I was shooting pool and gambling. So the police would be outside, I'll be shooting pool, and I'll be gambling, and I had drugs on me all at the same time, and had to never let them see me sweat. That was the guy who put me on, who taught me the game. That was his #1 rule, never let them see you sweat. So I was practicing composure while I was doing all these things. Now, it didn't mean that, like, that's a good example for, like, you should go out and try to do all those things, because you'll go to jail, you'll be in trouble. But those things, to be able to keep calm in chaos and to be able to carry on my practice, my key, I wanted to shoot pool more than I wanted to do anything else. And I wanted to win that money with whoever I was gambling against, right? So it's the same thing now with my meditation, with maintaining my breathing, with keeping a positive attitude, with making sure that my presence is a blessing to me and everybody else that I go through. Now, my man Michael Irvin just hit a post that I shared, should be right up under this video, about the 50-foot hole, right? And it's like every time you practice, you move up 1 foot to get about this 50-foot hole. But when you look, you just like, wow. So even if you do 8-10 days of practice and you moved up 8 to 10 feet, it's still 48, it's still 42 or 40 feet. So it still seems like, dang, I'm 4 stories down, I ain't making no progress, because you're too busy comparing it to what somebody else is doing. He said beautifully in the post that not everybody starts this lifetime at the same starting point. Because when you choose to skip practices, you can go down feet. When you have these opportunities to practice and you miss them, you know, your soul ain't gonna be judged for the things that you did bad. Your soul's gonna be judged for the opportunities that you let slide by not to take action on. You feel me? So like lately, I've been telling all my brothers I love you. Told my little nephew, his birthday was yesterday, he's 22. I love you, bro. I love you, nephew. Big Unc loves you. So it's important that we share these spiritual messages, and whatever our practice is, to be consistent with it. So stay consistent with your practice no matter what. Stop comparing yourself to what somebody else got. That was one of my big crutches, especially when you get around a master teacher. You be sitting there trying to compare. I gotta be there for that to be successful. That ain't what success looks like. What's going on, God? How you feeling? So that's not what success looks like. Success looks like what it looks like, what you determine. The definition of success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Write that down. If you got this far in the video, type that under the bottom in the comment section. Success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Now, the bigger your ideal, then your ideal of success is going to change. But that 50-foot hole and that consistency and versatility and diligence in your practice is what's going to make you successful. It's Coach Khayr, just giving y'all a little word of inspiration before I hit these LA streets and go out here and look for a little magic to get into and spread some love and some joy, do the same, man. Tell somebody you love them today, especially you brothers, man. We gotta start telling one another that we love one another. All my G's and real B's out there, I love you. Y'all know it. Like, I could go through and call names again, but today I'm on something else, right? But tell another brother you love them. Call them on the phone, be like, I love you. Text them and say, I love you, so they can just get confused and be like, whoa, all my old school cats who go back with me 10, 15, 20 years, I easily can tell them. So like cats that I just met and I tell them I love them, sometimes they taken aback because they like, what's up with that? Forget all that, pause and no homo. You ain't got to put that at the end of nothing when you tell somebody that you love them and they have the same sex. We got to start doing that. You understand? Because that's a whole practice that we have to get into. The brothers got to get into, as far as if we want love and support and nurturing from women. We need to show them that we can love one another, because like women is like, a lot of women is not so much on giving us love and nurturing right now, but we ain't loving ourselves. A lot of times I say, yo, she the first nurturer, so she should be giving it to us first. She should be the bigger person. Well, don't worry about that. Brothers, we're going to be the bigger person. Start telling one another that we love one another. And of course, we can tell the sisters. Sisters, stop getting so scared when we tell y'all we love y'all early. We ain't had sex with y'all, but we tell you we early. Oh, he's up to something. Forget the past. That's another thing. Get out of your past and stop judging everything from what happened behind you. You walking through life backwards. Stop walking through life backwards like, oh, well, last time somebody did that. You just digging down in that 50-foot hole. Your hole was 50 foot. Your hole could have been 5 foot. And you started whining and complaining, and now your hole is 50 foot or 100 foot because you kept thinking that negative thoughts all the time. Well, men are doing this, men are doing that. I'll keep on posting all that negative stuff about men and relationships and warning women and surrounding yourself with a bunch of negative people. Watch it. You can't help your own personal growth physically, spiritually, or mentally if you continue to not, if your environment. I was just telling my man Skibo the other day, big shouts out to Skibo. Yo, put yourself on. Put yourself on, Skibo. I'm telling everybody, put yourself on. Don't quit talking about cats around that's hating or ain't want to, do whatever. Put yourself on. You the plug, you the connect. You know what your value is. But nobody, Santos told me this one time. Big shouts out to Santos, Jonathan Santos. Nobody ain't gonna never value you more than you value yourself. What you value yourself at is the start. So if you don't look at yourself like a billionaire, don't look at other people thinking they're going to pull you up to billionaire status. It doesn't work like that. All right. And I'm talking about billionaire on a spiritual status, on a mental status too. All right. You hear R. Kelly in the background. Get down out here. So check it. I'm going to see y'all later. Mahalo. It's Coach Khayr. Peace.